Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the FV304, the BERT. It's located on the south spawn of Serene Coast, and this one is under the command of 15JG52 Brouwer by Raptor. Now he's in the BERT, which is the Tier 6 British SPG, designed 1947. There was supposed to be a prototype in 1950. Unfortunately, never went ahead. Project was cancelled. But it is the fastest SPG in the game, 72.4 kilometers an hour, and it's got a 4.5-inch howitzer, which is capable of doing 450 alpha and penetrating 28 millimeters of armor. It's also fairly accurate as well, and standard reload is 12.94 seconds, but you can get 10.16 out of it, and that's what Brouwer's managed to get. First shot goes in on a spot where an enemy Rudy was hiding. Now if he stayed there, he's going to get hammered, but we've lost sight of him, so he's firing another one in just in case. No, he's definitely moved away. Gets 75 rounds normally. There's a Barask, long range shot, rounds out. Oh, we got him! Direct hit, no explosion. So we know he struck that Barask, and given the Barask has got very thin armor, he might have actually penetrated that guy. He fired another one in, and another penetration. So the Barask must be suffering right now. Rounds out on the prototype. On the Panther M10, Rob, not the prototype. Okay, he's looking over. He's actually staying lakeside for this game, using the gap between the rocks to actually shoot out at the enemy. And we just saw Tracer from the enemy Arty, so we know where one of them is. He's down in the trees near the lakeside. That M10 is being a bit of a nuisance. We can see the Barask. He has taken a fair bit of damage. We're now going to try and put some hurt on this Panther M10. He fires around in and direct hit, 144. Now the caliber's 114.5 millimeters, so you're not going to be able to do stun, but you certainly are going to be able to kill the enemy, and he's just got the Panther M10. Okay, the Barask is trying to get away because there's just too many enemies facing him, and you can see Brouwer by Raptor is actually trying to get a bit closer to the enemy to get a shot on them. Well, that would have hit the target. Now, we've lost sight of the other enemies in that area, but there are some there. He doesn't want to get too close to the lake, because if he does, he might get spotted and shot at. Now, the AMX 1357 has very thin armor, so if you can put a round in there, he might be able to pen that guy and kill him. Well, he did hit him. He got a direct hit, and the AMX 1357 pulled away with virtually no hit points left. You can see he's getting closer and closer to the enemy. He's found an AT-15A now. He's going to keep pumping shells onto this guy. Lost sight of him. Really need our teammates to keep the enemy in sight so we can keep hitting them. Rounds out. Okay, almost got it. The Barask is coming in for a bit of rear end loving. AT-15A didn't like that, but oh, that hit him. Didn't do much damage, but it certainly hit him. Now the Barask is now trying to hide while he's reloading. AT-15 is trying to avoid being hit, and he's killed. Okay, going back to the peninsula. Got a Rudy, the same Rudy we saw earlier in the game. Now 15JG52 Brown's trying to get closer to the enemy. Now hopefully you'll be able to shoot up over the rock that he's firing from at the moment. There's apparently an enemy tank over here. We don't know precisely where for the moment because nobody can see him, but it was a tank destroyer. So we're looking for him at the moment. It could be an SU-122-44. Oh, he was in that corner! He's behind the tree. He knocked the tree down for cover. And we're going to try another one. Is it an IKV-90 or is it an SU-122? Well, whoever it was, he pulled back after that shot, and you can see he's knocked over a number of trees to try and get shots. There he is, it's a Striv. Okay, rounds out. Direct hit, 130. There's a Brask. Now, can we get that one? That's gone. Okay, go for the Striv. He's pulling back, rounds out. Well, he aimed it as if the guy was going to continue to pull back, and he didn't. Go for it again. Line it up. He's trying to work out where the guy's gone. I think he'll stay near that position because he's got the wreck to hide behind this time. He's firing for the bush. No. I'm pretty sure he's still behind that wreck, but we know where... Oh, there's the Su-122. Now, the rock is going to get in the way now. T-44. You can take this guy out. He tries a snapshot, but no, not accurate enough. Ideally, you need to let the aim settle before you shoot, because snapshots don't tend to work that often. He fired snap on the Excalibur. The kill shot actually goes to the Shrek. We're only one up on the enemy. Okay, the enemy Arty, that's the other side of the trees, has been located now, and he just killed our Shrek, the M44. There he is. Okay, we're dialing in. It's almost at maximum range. Can't go forward because of the water, so we're going to have to go around the edge of the lake if we're going to do that. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay. Striv finally spotted him. Can he take him out? Rounds out. This should be a kill. It is! Line kill. Now, there's still a few enemies out there. There's two enemies out there. A Skoda and an M44. Okay, he's trying to get close. The Skoda's gone. It's just the M44 left on the team. He's ready to go. There he is. Fired snap. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. You need to let it settle before you shoot. He's going to have another go. And maybe get the kill. Rounds out. Yes! Wins the game with the last shot. Here's the end of battle results, and that was an ace tanker game for 15JG 52 Brower by Raktar in the Burt. In fact, it's not the first time he's had an ace tanker, he's had them before. He also got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 12 in this one. And his win 8 from that battle was 4,585, which is not bad at all. Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at the rest of the results and team scores. Didn't get the highest damage in the game. That actually went to our Barask, who managed to get a Top Gun for 3,537. He didn't pick up a high caliber. Maybe it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool. It was a tier 8 game, by the way, with tier 6 tanks in it. And 15JG 52 Brower by Raktar was actually tier 6. So obviously he was getting a benefit from hitting as many high tier opponents as he could. The second highest damage in that game went to the Striv that he was constantly shooting at. 2,414 hit points, so he obviously knew how to use his tank destroyer quite effectively. Did get a lot of damage before Brower managed to take him out. And when it came to the third highest damage in the game, that's the Shrek, who got 1,991, and we can see Brower managed to get 1,789, which is better than all but one of the enemy team, so it puts him in 5th place overall. When it came to kills, it was the Brask who got 6 kills, got the Top Gun, 3 kills went to the Shrek, and 3 kills went to Brower. And when it came to base XP, it's the Barask who did the best with 1,172, 1,028 went to the Shrek, and 827 went to Brower by Raktar. He fired 26 shots in that game, got 10 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetration and 17 splash. Damage of 1,789 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damage 7 of the enemy, killed 3, so no Confederate unfortunately because there's only a 4 difference there. And he earned 32,717 credits from the game, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, well, there was no repair as such, but it was consumables, and that made him a small loss of 3,784 credits. He did pick up 25 bonds, 1240 XP, no multipliers, so that's all the experience points he took away. So a very nice game in the Burt, showing you can get close to the lake and still get lots of shots on the enemy. If you go up into the normal corner over on the right hand side, right in the very corner of the map, you can actually be identified, and well, people work out where you are. So it sometimes pays to use the trees near the cap area to shoot out at the enemy around the lakeside and see if you can hit them that way. So nice game by 15JG, 52 Brow by Raktar, but he did send us in another replay, so we'll watch that one straight away. The second replay is in the AMX 13 F3AM, the Tier 6 French SPG, and we're on the south spawn of Ruinberg. Game on! Well, this Arty has a 15cm howitzer. Is it 15? No, it's a 155mm howitzer. What am I saying? That's the top gun, and it's got one mark of excellence on the barrel. The French built 621 of these for use by their own forces and also by all the nations they sold it to. It's based on the AMX 13-ton tank, so it's a little fast. Oh! Can be a bit of a handful if you drive it around like that, but I suppose he's driving it like he stole it. Looking for the enemy. Now it's capable of 630 alpha, penetrating 39mm of armor. He fires his first shot in and then pulls away straight away, so we didn't get a chance to see what happened to that shell, but we'll try and control the view so we don't lose out on that in future. Standard reload, 30.58 seconds. He's managed to knock it down, I think, a bit. We'll take control of the camera here because I think he's about to do the same thing again. Rounds out. Well, that was a good shot because it actually damaged two tanks at the same time and it gave him a nice bit of stun. He's repositioning himself. There you go. As long as we control the camera, we get to see what's going on. And hopefully that will mean that we are able to see what he's doing and he's able to do what he wants to do the way he wants to view it. Rounds out. Lovely shot. Right into the side of the T-29. He's not going to be a happy bunny. Yep. He's a very unhappy bunny at the moment because he can't see who's doing that to him. And he knows there's an Arty around. If he pulls back, he's only going to make it worse for his teammates because the shell that hits him will splash on them. Okay, he's going to do it again. Oh, this time round he threads the shell between all of the enemy and gets absolutely nothing. I think he should have focused on just getting another shot on the T-29 because that T-29 is key to taking these guys out. Okay, the P-43 is urgent to try and get some damage. We're looking at the T-43. He's about to shoot, I think. Nope, changes his mind. Fires at T-29 and only gets stunned this time. Going back to the same position. He's not being counter-batteried by the enemy. You see he's changing position again. I think what he's going to do now, he's going to go over to the east side of the map and try and support his teammates from that direction. In fact, the enemy have now beaten our guys on that corner and are now coming up on the FV301. They've killed him and now actually 15JG 52 per hour is actually in a lot of danger because he could get spotted by the enemy. Now, Sture Mill going defensive. We're going up into the corner. It's a tier 7 game with tier 6 tanks in it, so he's bottom tier. Okay, good job he did move over there because if he'd stayed where he was, he would be very close to the enemy and potentially about to get wiped out. Well, we just lost another tank, a VK 2801-105. We're aiming for these guys in the city centre. He fires around in at that T-29. We don't get to see what happened to the shell. And he's doing his in-out heaping. He does like that. Now we are starting to move through the village. So I think the enemy is going to start folding in that direction. We're looking for the enemy RTs up that side. It's an M12. Okay, where are you? He's trying to guess where he is. Oh, there he is. Oh, we got a big rescue balloon when he changed the aim. It's got a very narrow arc, 35 degrees. Rounds out. Oh! He splashed him to death for 122, so he's got a kill. Now, the enemy attack on our cap area seems to have folded. All that's come out of it is the T-29. He's getting close to our teammates. Oh! Well, he just wipes out our EBR Hotchkiss, who thought that he could stand up to a T-29. That was a little too far forward, and he was aiming a little too much to one side. I think he wanted to try and hit the T-29 in the side, and the T-29 is headed this way. He just got wiped out. He was just taken out by the Sture Mill. Okay, we've got the SU-100 on that corner. Going to try a blind shot. Fully dialed in. Rounds out. Direct hit! Oh, that's certainly going to have hurt him. Yeah, he's doing the in-outy thing again. I'll take control of the camera. Okay, well, presumably he's still in the area. Yes, there he is. And he has lost a lot of hit points. So I think 15JG52 Brow did hit him. Oh, look there! He hit the gun mantlet with his shell. The round actually hit the gun mantlet. One of the toughest bit of armor on a SU-100, which is why he didn't kill him with that shot. The enemy Bert's trying to run away into the city. They've lost, well, we lost our Jagdpanzer Pia. There's only an SU-152 and the Bert on the enemy team left. He's doing his best to get to the enemy cap area. If he can get to the village, he can probably shoot into the town and possibly take out the SU-152 or the Bert. There's nobody up in the north at the moment. We're the only ones up in the north. The SU-100's gone into the town to try and intercept the others. All of our attack force that came from the village is now gone. Okay, this should work. So long as the enemy SU-152 doesn't decide to come back and take us out. The SU-100 hasn't found him. Now, this is interesting. He hasn't found the SU-152. Now, where do I think he is? Has he returned to our cap area? No, there's the Bert. The Bert just shotguns our SU-100 and gets killed in return. The enemy SU-152 is in the town centre. The Sture Mill's just found him. Or did he? Nope, there he is. And he just found our SU-100. So he wasn't in the centre. He was actually going after our SU-100. But we've lined him up for a shot if he comes around that corner. I aim the other side because I think he's going to try and go after the Sture Mill. Backing up to give himself some more room. He's very much reliant on the Sture Mill to tell us where the enemy is. But the enemy's going to have to come out from around the corner if he's going to get a reset. There he is! He's down the other end. In fact, he's going after Lorraine. Can we land a round on him? Rounds out. Well, we stunned him. And Lorraine, no, Lorraine's mucked up his shotgun. Didn't get it. He's going to have to retreat now. He's backing away from the SU-152 rather, and that is probably going to be the end of him. Yep. rounds out straight away. Oh, he hit him. 239. Now, the Sture Mill's in the cap area. He's probably looking down that road to see if he can spot the SU-152 coming back for a reset. In the meantime, yep, he's doing the inny-outy thing again, so I have to take control of the camera, otherwise people are going to get seasick. There's the our Sture Mill, waiting in the cap. Now, he thinks that the SU-152 is coming down that road towards our Sture Mill. I think the Sture Mill should be lined up facing that corner. He's not doing that. I think he thinks the SU-152 is going the long way around to try and come at him from a different angle. That might be a mistake. He might not have the ability to drive all around the block. 17 seconds left, 16. If he does come up on that corner, Brower will get a shot at him. Yes, he does do it. Here he comes in and ramps out. Oh, wipeout! He did get the reset, but he got wiped out by Bayraktar. Well, that was a first-class tanker for 15JG 52 Bayraktar, in the AMX 13 F3 AM. He got a second mark of excellence from that game. Very well done. He also got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he managed to get 7 in that one. And his win rate was very good as well, 3,124. But I think the most satisfying thing about that battle was the fact that he killed the last enemy in the game by wiping him out by a shell hitting his rear. And I suspect it might have actually penetrated his rear. Did he penetrate him? Let's have a quick look. No, he didn't penetrate him, but he overwhelmed him. A lovely shot right into him. Big mistake to go up to that corner. He almost didn't make it all the way around, but he did go around the block. And in return, he presented his rear to 15JG 52 per hour by Bayraktar, and he killed him. No problem with that at all. Great win to the game. Let's have a look at team score and see where he is. Well, amusingly, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. He actually killed the guy who got the highest damage in the game. In fact, he got a Defender medal for 2,373 hit points because he didn't have 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that means he couldn't get the high caliber. The second highest damage in the game went to the T29 with 2,050 hit points. And the third highest damage in the game, yes, went to 15JG 52 Bayraktar. He got 1,659 hit points, the highest damage on his team. When it came to kills, it was actually the SU-152. He got 5 kills in that game, 1/3 of our team. The second highest was the SU-100 with 3 kills, and 2 kills went to 15JG. The Jagdpanzer 4, the Lorraine 15550, the VK28105, and also to the T29 and the FV304 on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, yep, he got that one with 827 base. That's the highest in the game. 810 went to the SU-100, and 765 went to the EBR Hotchkiss, who also picked up a Confederate in that game. We can see that 15JG managed to get 13 shots fired, 7 direct hits on the enemy, no penetrations though, 16 splash and damage of 1,659 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 2, so there wasn't enough there to get a Confederate, but he did get 849 hit points, a stun assist off 13 stuns. He earned 44,606 credits from the game, and after resupply of ammunition and consumables, made 11,466 credits profit, 1,240 XP, 7,446 for completing a mission, and 8,686 experience points altogether. He got his second mark. He's happy with that. That was a good result. But I think it's very satisfying for an Arty player to win from that corner. I've done it a few times myself. But of course, it's not where the enemy expects you to be, because it's not near the cap. It's actually up on the corner, but you're looking down on the city from above almost. And it's like, well, I'll just keep plugging away. And of course, if you may remember, my best game in that position was actually taking out and getting a bombardier on 2 enemy heavy tanks just at the moment when it was just 2 of us left on one team and 3 on the enemy team. Was it 4 on the enemy team? I think it was. But yes, 2 versus 4, and we still won because you can multiply your ability from that corner. You can look down on them. They can't see you. You can just smack them with the RT rounds, and it's very effective. Very good game by 15JG52 Bayraktar. I know I had to take control of the camera a lot, but he did move when he needed to get away from those enemy heavies. If he stayed in the corner, he would have got wiped out for sure. So by going to the other corner, he actually continued his game, and then of course got the winning shot right at the very end. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.